Hey folks, hey superstars, hey, this is Wesley Virgin here, and guess what? I'm in Paris, okay? I'm in France, and I thought I would take a second here, okay, and give me a second here, take a second here and do a video of my room here, okay? And I want to share something with you before I give you a tour of my suite here. I'm in the Four Seasons Hotel. Listen, don't give up, okay? Whatever you do, do not give up. The reason why I do these type of videos is to inspire you, okay? I know some of you are struggling financially. I know some of you are still in the grind. But listen, look at me. Do not give up, ever. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Doesn't matter how hard it is. Never give up. So let me turn the camera around here. So when we arrived here, I just want, listen, this room is about, I think, $2,500 a night. So I want to give you your expectations. If you ever book a room like this, what to expect. Well, now, listen, I travel the world quite a bit. And when I travel the world, I only want to stay in the best because I am the best. It is what it is, right? And I believe that you should treat yourself accordingly based how you see yourself here. So this is the suite here. I love you guys as well. I love all of you. And listen, if you leave a comment below, smash the like button. I will continue to do these videos because I just truly believe they're inspirational. Okay, I'm not bragging. Listen, I can be asleep right now, honestly, because I'm a bit jet lagged here. But I think about you, and I know some of you have no mentor. Some of you don't have a multimillionaire around you. Some of you have never had a glimpse of success, only what you see online. So I said, let me take you along with me here so you can see how the rich live here. So here's the bathroom here. We have the two robes here as well. The bathroom has its own little separate area here. And as you can see, we have a nice little TV here. So if I'm, in here, want to have a good time, see that? It's Mr. Virgin there. Good evening, Mr. Virgin here. So that's what they do here in the Four Seasons here in Paris. Here's all my little glitz and glam here. I'm getting ready to go out tonight to a beautiful steakhouse here. Have a tub, which I never use. Here's a shower here. And listen, I want you to comment these words below. I believe. Okay? I want you to believe that not only do you deserve this, I want you to believe that you're worthy of this. Okay? I want you to comment these words below. All the men and women that's watching this video right now, I believe, and I'm worth it, okay? Like, you're worth this. Some of you think about $2,000 a night. You say, absolutely not, Wes. I would never spend that amount of money. And my question is, why? Is it because you don't make a lot of money? And if that's the case, then make more. We typically default to, well, that's too much money. I can use that money paying something else. I get it. But listen, it's not about the cost of the hotel. It's more about the experience here, okay? Yes, I can stay in a 1-star, 2-star hotel for $200 a night. But listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of bed bugs. I'm not a fan of nasty soul sheets here. Look, let me tell you something here. And this is just me. When I travel, I want the same type of comparable experience as I do at my house here. Okay, see, this bed is very comfortable here. It's very nice. Before I enter my room, they unpacked all my luggage here. You'll see my shoes here. I didn't do this, by the way. Four Seasons did that for me. Okay, look at this. If you look in the closet space here, here's shoes, and jackets because it's rather cold here in Paris this season here. I have my shirts here. Everything's coordinated. And the great thing about it, I didn't do this. They did it for me. Look at that. I got my belts here. I got my socks, right? I have my drawers, my PSD underwear here, okay? And listen, comment again. I believe listen, I know some of you are looking at this video and saying, I wish, right? Some of you are like, I wish, Wes. I wish. Stop wishing. Stop wishing. Wishing is not going to get you anywhere. Okay? Just stop wishing. Stop wishing, oh, I wish I can afford that. I wish I could do that on a Friday day or whatever. Stop. Stop wishing and start expecting. Okay? Can you folks hear me? Start expecting this. I can't stand to hear the word, I wish, I hope, one day this. No, one day, today. Stop hoping. Expect it. That's why I'm here. Okay? Because every day of my life, I expect to be in this type of situation. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know some of you are thinking, well, how, Wes? I don't know how. I don't know what to do. I don't know exactly how to get there. Listen, I know. Listen here. Do you honestly think that I knew exactly how I would be here? Okay? Let me get comfortable. Do you think, look at me. Do you honestly think I knew that one day I will be able to afford $2,000 per day hotels? No. I was born and raised on the south side of Houston, Texas. My parents never made more than $20,000 a year. Okay? I never seen a Rolls Royce, a Lamborghini, a mansion. No one that I knew personally growing up as a child made over $100,000 a year. Scratch that. I didn't meet a person that was making $50,000 a year until I was 22 years old. So the question is, well, Wesley, how did you do it and how are you here? And now listen, despite all the methods and the techniques and all the different companies that I own, let me tell you why I'm here. Let me tell you why I'm in Paris while you're at home. I'm in Paris while you're at work. I'm in Paris while you're just dreaming and hoping to change your life. The reason why I'm here, I just expected to be here. Okay? Look at me. The reason why I'm here in Paris, having the time of my life, relaxed, I slept for about 5 hours, I'm feeling refreshed, right? It's because it's my expectation. See, many of you have very low expectations for your life, such as, well, I want that, but I don't know how it's going to happen for me. Okay. Okay, I'm good. Somebody called me a scam likely here. Listen, I'm going to teach you something here. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Wesley $1 billion Virgin. I'm a self-made millionaire. I'm worth about $40 million and I'm living my best life. And I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm joyful, and I'm grateful for this experience here. Okay? And I'm using these platforms here to share my philosophy with the world. Because I think every man and every woman, if they want it, if they want more, they deserve to know what is necessary to get there. Okay? I want you to comment these words below. Look at me. I want you to comment these words below. I must expect more. You hear me? I must expect more. It doesn't mean that you know exactly how you're going to get more, but you must start to expect it right here in this moment. I don't know where you live. I don't know how much money you have in your bank account. I don't know about the resources or the lack of,
But in this moment, if you want to know why I'm here, it's because one day I made a decision that I will speak out of my mouth that I must expect more from myself. I remember when I was making $100,000 a year. Okay? I was making $100,000 a year. And I thought I was balling. I thought I was doing well. You know, I thought I was like, man, I had a Ford Explorer. It was black. I had TV screens in the back. I had a nice little speaker back there. And I thought I was the man. But then I realized I was nothing. And the reason why I say I was nothing is because I had a job. And as long as I was working for another man or another woman, I could not be free. See, a lot of you think because you make $250,000, $300,000 at your job that you're free. Because you can buy a Mercedes, you can buy a couple of purses, you can buy some jewelry, some chains here, right? You can travel a little bit, maybe to Mexico, Puerto Rico, or some Latina country, right? But listen here, and I want to tell you this eye to eye, you're not free. You're not free until you become completely independent of the sources of income that you have to do something based off somebody paying you. Does that make sense? You'll never be free. Ever. I've made a ton of money when I was working for other people, but I wasn't free. Okay? Period. Now, somebody said, were you drunk last night? No, I was on the plane last night. So what I want to do before I let you guys go, I want to give you a couple of things that you can do right now to begin. I'm just so relaxed right now. Oh, man, I'm relaxed. I'm so grateful. All praise to the Most High. God is the greatest. Listen, I'm going to give you a few things that you can do right now in this moment because that's the question I get all the time. Well, Wesley, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How do I start? And I swear to God, like I keep telling you, sometimes I swear, listen, sometimes I sound like a broken record because I continue to keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm telling it exactly how and what you need to do to start to elevate your life, that it doesn't take money. It doesn't take mentorship. You don't need somebody in your life to validate you. You don't need motivation. You don't even need to watch these videos. You don't need to read a ton of books. The first step is this. Write it down. Look at me. I'm talking to you. Okay? What do you want? Okay? Let me say it again because, I've been speaking this for the past 4 years. I've been on different platforms here. I'm on podcasts. I'm syndicated around the world. Very successful YouTube channel. Very successful Instagram. I run several different companies. I'm in real estate. I'm in Forex. Listen, the first step to the acquisition of any type of success for you is to know what you want. And I know some of you are like, I don't know. I don't know what I want, Wes. I want $1 million. I want to be free. I want to change my situation. I get it. Listen to me. Listen, it's okay not to know what you want. It's okay. But it's not okay to continue not to know what you want. What I'm saying is this, think about it. Pull out a sheet of paper. Pull out a laptop. Pull out your phone. It doesn't cost any money. Some of you are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars hoping for some quick success. It's not going to happen. You're going to lose money and you're going to be resentful. Okay? There's no easy way to be a part of the 3%. Period. But all billionaires and all millionaires, they know this one thing. They know what they want. Okay? They know exactly what they want for their lives. to tell you a quick story before I let you go here. I remember this. I would never forget this moment. I was in my later 20s because I was stubborn like a lot of you. You know, I would hear videos like this, right? Over and over. I would watch videos on YouTube, and this is when I was at a tough space in my life, like you, right? And I would watch videos, and they'd say, well, Wesley, they didn't say my name, obviously, but I'm just going to use my name. Wesley, what do you want? Wesley, journal. Wesley, write it down. Wesley, get clear about what you want. And I would never do it. Okay? Like, I would never do it. How many of you are guilty of that? It's like you hear this information, you see the information, but you never apply it. Never. I was that guy. It's like I knew exactly what to do, but I said, well, I don't understand how writing down my goals or writing down the blueprint for my life is going to equal the life that I'm living right now, right? I'm in Paris. I'm hanging out. We're going to the steakhouse. We're going to the Lark. In 2 days, we're going to Ibiza, Spain. Like, how is that possible? I'm flying first class around the world. When I enter these hotels, I'm being greeted. Mr. Virgin, we already know who you are. Let's take care of you. We're going to unpack your luggage. So, like, how did I get here? Because in my 20s and my later 20s, I made a decision to write down what I wanted. I'll never forget the day I was going to the gym. Like you guys know, I go to the gym quite a bit, right? I'm trying to get that 8-pack, see? I'm sucking in right now. Okay. So, I'll never forget this. It was life-changing. I was going to the gym. And I was working out at 24 Hour Fitness in Houston, Texas on Westheimer and the Beltway. Everybody in H-Town know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not rich. I'm broke. Okay? And I was driving. I was getting ready to drive home. And I thought for a second. I said, you know what? Around the corner from the gym is a very fancy neighborhood. Okay? One of those $1 million neighborhoods. Now, before then, I was just like you, just reading the books, right? Watching the motivational videos, listening to podcasts, posting affirmations on the internet all day, whatever, right? Like you. Talking about what I'm going to do. But one day I said, you know what? Because I remember either I read a book or watched a video about saying that clarity is power. And if you want your situation to change, you must change. And I didn't get that. I didn't understand those words before when I was in my early 20s. It said, for things to change, you must change. And I didn't understand what they meant by change. I'm like, change what? What do I need to change? Right? I'm reading books. Never read before. Watching videos. Okay? Taking action. And then I read something that was life-changing for me. And I'm going to share it with you. I'll never forget hearing this. And it goes like this. In life, you don't get what you want out of life. You get what you picture. Okay? You don't get what you want out of life. You get what you picture. You know, listen. The great thing about reading books and listening to these type of videos all the time, one day it resonates with you. It just hits you like, wow. I get what I picture, not what I want. Because when I was 21 years old, I wanted to be a millionaire. 22 years old, I wanted to be a millionaire. 23 years old, I wanted to be a millionaire. 24 years old, I wanted to be a millionaire. 25, I wanted to be a millionaire. 26, I wanted to be a millionaire. But I didn't realize that in life, you don't get what you want. You get what you picture. So that day, I left the gym and I went to this gated community. Okay? First time. First time going to a gated community in my life. Because before then, I was afraid. I didn't think they would accept me. Who am I to go inside of this $1 million neighborhood? I don't have $1,000 in my bank account. I just lost my job. I have debt, have repossessions, evictions on my credit. I just filed bankruptcy. So how are they going to let a guy like me into this place? And I remember the quote again. In life, you don't get what you want, you get what you picture. So what I did is I drove up. Then I was reminded of another phrase. Listen, like these type of videos, keep watching, because see, it doesn't mean that today you might get a breakthrough, but one day you will if you continue to watch it. Watch this. I remember driving up to the security office, or to the security post, and I remember these words. It said, Wesley, because I was like, how am I getting in this place? You know, I'm just a young black kid from Houston, Texas. I'm broke. I don't have any money. Right? They're going to reject me. They're not going to accept me if I come up to this building, to this $1 million neighborhood. They're not going to accept me. And then these words all of a sudden hit my head here. It said, act as if, Wes. It was powerful. Look at me. I mean, these words. Because listen, before then, in my 20s, I was listening to a lot of Tony Robbins. I was listening to a lot of Jim Rohn, Dennis Waitley. I was flooding my mind with these positive messages on a daily basis, but I was getting no results. But when I drove up to that security post, these words just hit my brain. And it said, act as if. Act as if you're the millionaire right now. Act as if you have $1 million in your bank account. Act as if you're driving that Rolls Royce. Act as if your life is perfect. Act as if you have everything that you want for 5 minutes. Because I'm looking at the gate. I'm looking at the security guard. I'm sitting in my 1988 Honda Accord. And I'm thinking. And I got a decision to make. And I decided to act as if I was already in the place, in the position I was supposed to be. I drove up and said, hey, my name is Wesley Virgin. I need to go train a couple of people there at the clubhouse. If you don't mind, can you go ahead and let me in? Well, who are you training? I'm training some very discreet clients here. As a matter of fact, how was your day? I swear to God, that's exactly how that conversation went. And I said, okay. They looked at me. I work out, so they were convinced that I at least went to the gym, and they let me in. And I remember driving in this very fancy neighborhood for the first time in my life. I'm driving this 1988 Honda Accord, and I'm thinking, all praise to the Most High. God is the greatest. Because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe they accepted me. I couldn't believe that they allowed me to come into their domain. Because, see, a lot of you want to be rich and successful, but if you never actually been rich and successful, and being rich and successful is so vague, right? It's so ambiguous and unclear. But when you get around the people, actually imagining yourself, in the neighborhood, talking to the people at the golf courses, in the country club, having a glass of wine, at the department store, it's a different experience because now you're around these people where these people, it's normal for. It's normal to have maids. I'm driving to this neighborhood and I see nannies walking other people's children. I'm driving in this neighborhood and I see workers, lawmen. I see maids and housekeepers walking down the street to their next home that they were getting ready to clean. It was just so different from me. Because, you watch this stuff on TV, you hear people talk about it, but when you get the opportunity to experience it, it becomes real. So I'm driving my car, okay, and I drove it past the clubhouse. Obviously, I wasn't training anyone, right, but I had to get in, and I went to this park, okay. I went to this park, and I sat down. And I pulled out my journal. And I was just looking at all these houses. Huge estates. I'm looking at all these people walking happy. I'm watching the families in the golf courts. I'm watching the families take their children to the slides. And I was like, yeah, I deserve this. But the problem was I didn't know why I deserved it. But I believe that I did. And a lot of you may say you deserve it, but you don't know why you deserve it. Right? But what I began to do, I began to write in my journal. Look, it's my hand. Every day. And what I wrote is exactly what I want. I will never forget this. I still have the blue journal. It's in my place in Houston, Texas. And I said, Wesley, what do you want? And what I did, I started to write as if I was already, listen to me, listen. I started to write, I swear to God. Like I'm a college dropout, right? I started and I began to write exactly what I wanted. Okay, without bias. I wasn't thinking about my parents. You know how your parents are. Go back to work, Wes. Wes, just go to work. I know you want to be an entrepreneur. I know you want to be rich, but you need stability. You need income. Can anybody relate? I had voices in my head telling me that I should stop because my debt was high. My credit was low, right? And my situation was getting worse. And I had 2 children at the same time. And everybody around me said, stop it. We know you want to be successful, but you have a good job, Wesley. You're in the computer engineering field. You're making good money. Go back. Do you know how many people told me to go back? You know how many people they were serious. They were so sincere. Wesley, you're screwing up your life. You're almost 30 years old. You got 2 children and you out here chasing dreams. You out here going to all these houses. You're going to the Lamborghini dealership. You can't afford that stuff. You got debt. You got a chargeback. You got a bankruptcy on your credit. You can't even get a home. You can't even get an apartment. What are you doing? I'm just being honest with you. Okay? But I decided, okay, just not to listen to the voices of others. And listen, these folks, they wasn't trying to sabotage me. How many of you have people like that in your life right now? Listen, I want to give you some advice here. Those people, they're not trying to sabotage you. They love you. They love you. Trust me. But they don't realize you're doing something that most people just won't do. You're doing something that most people don't have the balls or the guts to do. And that's just to believe in themselves without the validation of others. That's difficult. Okay? It's almost impossible. It is. It's very hard. It's very hard to continue to believe in yourself about what you're going to do when you have others telling you. And they're very rational. It makes sense what they're saying to you. That you shouldn't. Slow down. Save for some money first. Don't just quit your job like that. Get a plan B. Go back to school. Get your education. But listen, I decided not to listen. And every day, listen. Ooh. Smash the like button if you're still with me here. Because I want you to listen to this every single day. Anytime you feeling down, you're feeling like, you're in a moment. Watch this. Every day, I wrote down exactly what I wanted. And I wrote it in the present tense. Which means is I wrote out my day in the present form. Okay. I said, I'm traveling to hotels, 4 seasons, only 5-star. Only. I swear to God. Okay. I said, I'm only staying in 5-star hotels. And you might say, well, Wesley, why? Why 5-star? Because that's just what I wanted. Okay. That's just what I wanted. That's it. And see, this is what I want you to understand. It's not about you justifying every want and every desire. It's not about that. Some people drive BMWs. Some people drive Lamborghinis. Some people stay in penthouses. Some people stay in regular apartments. Some people stay on the south side. Some people stay on the north side. Right? Some people like nice gold chains, Cartier bracelets. Some people like the fake stuff. Okay? Some people like flying first class. Some people prefer coach. What I'm saying is, excuse me, you don't need to justify what you want. That's what I'm trying. Listen, that's if anything, if you can get anything from this video here, that you do not listen to me. You do not have to justify why you want what you want. Why? Because it's your life. Nobody else's life. It's not your mom's life, your dad's life. It's not your children's life. It's not your grandmother's life, your professor, your pastor, your mentor. It is your life. Okay? It's not your wife's life, your husband. It is yours. You got to remember that it's your life. So how you want to live your life is your business. And guess what? Check this out. If other people around you don't support that, let them go. Why? Because it's your life. And you deserve to have what you want. You deserve to feel how you want to feel. And it's your life. But it's your responsibility to navigate people in and out of your life as necessary. And that's what I did. I let everybody go. Okay? I let everybody go. I stopped talking to my parents. I love them, but I couldn't talk to them too much because I didn't want to hear anything about, oh, well, how's this going? You got to do this. I don't want to hear that at all, period. Friends, I let them all go. All of them. High school friends, let them go. Childhood friends, I let them go. Relatives, I let them go. Cousins, let them go. All of them. I love them. But listen, I finally realized that I couldn't become the man I wanted to be being around these type of people. It's not that they're bad people. They're not bad people. They just didn't want what I wanted. And when I was writing down, I wanted 5-star hotels. Listen, like my family or the people I was around, 5-star hotels, they were like, well, that's too expensive. Listen, anybody, I'm going to be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? Listen here. Anybody that would tell me that's too expensive, I would no longer be in that relationship with that person. Friendship. Like you say, oh, that's too expensive. That's a waste of money. If you would say that to me, that's a waste of money and that's too expensive, I would end our relationship with you, okay? My friendship with you at that time, okay? Because, see, I wanted 5-star hotels. I wanted to fly first class. I wrote this, right? I didn't want 1 car. I didn't want 2 cars. I didn't want 3 cars. I wanted 7 cars. 7. You might say, why? Like I said before, I don't have to justify that. I don't have to tell you why I wanted 7 cars because I wanted it. The same reason why I have a ton of shoes. Can't wear a ton of shoes just like women. They have a ton of shoes, a ton of bags. Why? Well, why do you have all these bags? You can't use all these bags. I know, but I want options. Okay? Like me? I know what makes me happy. I know what makes me feel excited. I know what makes me feel grateful. I know what makes me feel enthusiastic. I want an outfit every time I go out. I want a new outfit, period. If I go out, I want a new outfit, period. Okay? That's what I wrote down. Okay? I said, I'm staying in a beautiful penthouse in Houston, Texas. I have a penthouse in Miami as well. Did that. Because that's what I wanted. Some of you have a housekeeper that comes once a month, once every 2 weeks. Well, Wesley Virgin, I wanted a housekeeper every freaking day. Just like my hotel stay. I'm in this hotel. I went out, had lunch with my guy, came back. My room is clean. They got fresh towels, fresh soap, fresh seats. The sheets have been changed. It's clean, feels good, looks good. Guess what? That's the same type of experience I have at home. My housekeeper comes every day. You hear me? Every day my housekeeper comes. Okay? That's what I wrote in that little journal there. I said I want a shelf to prepare my meals because Wesley Virgin, he don't cook. And I'm never going to cook. Listen to me. I'm not cooking. Okay? Don't ever ask me to cook because I ain't cooking nothing. I'm not going to even boil an egg. I have someone to do that for me. I wrote that down. I said someone's going to cook my meals every single day. It's going to be nice, professional. The food is going to be organic. It's going to be good. It's going to be healthy for my body. Okay? Period. I wrote that down. I said I'm going to travel every single month as I please. I will shop as I please. I will spend money as I please. I wrote this down. And check it out. 10 years later. Look at me. 10 years later. It happened. See where I'm at? Beautiful hotel. I've traveled to over 35 countries. I was wrong about the cars. I don't have 7. I have 8. 8 beautiful, luxurious vehicles. I got a gorgeous penthouse. Got a place in Miami, penthouse. Of course, I have all the watches, the APs and the Rolexes and the Cartier bracelets, whatever. Simple stuff. I can shop. At my penthouse, all my closets are full of my clothes. I probably have over $300,000 worth of shoes. Easy. And listen, that didn't happen because I'm smart. Okay? That stuff didn't happen because Wesley's more intelligent than I. He's just so smart. No. It has nothing to do with my intelligence, folks. I'm telling you. I just created a blueprint. That's it. Before you can start building a home, you have to know what it looks like before you build it. That's what Jim Rohn said. Jim Rohn says, you must plan the day before you start the day. Which means is you must create the life before you even begin the day. That makes sense? Like whatever life you want to live, you got to picture the life first. And it may take you a couple of months. It may take you a couple of years to get very clear about what that life looks like. But listen, everything that I'm doing here, even speaking on this, it's so funny. Like even speaking to you, I'm speaking to millions and millions of people around the world. I'm speaking to millions of people, sharing my philosophy to them around the world. Am I not doing that? I'm in Paris. Wow. I'm in Paris doing a live video on Instagram for you. Oh, praises to the Most High. God is the greatest. I want everybody to comment below. I believe. Okay? I believe that I'm worthy of success. Comment below right now. Just say it. Okay? I believe that I'm worthy of prosperity. I believe that I always get what I want. Comment those words below. I know it sounds trivial. I get it. Your logical mind can't put the puzzle or the pieces together. But I want you to say it. I believe that everything works out in my favor. Comment below. I believe that I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of millions. I'm worthy of prosperity. I'm worthy of health. I'm worthy of excellence. Comment below. Why? Because everything starts with your words. Everything. Okay? I believe. Listen, folks, I'm going to let you go here. If you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and leave a comment below. Say, Wesley, I love this. Post this again. Tag a few people below as well. It is my goal and my purpose is to share this philosophy with the world. I don't care if I have 85 people or 85 million people. People, if they're interested, they need to hear this. They need to know that everything in life in your life starts with you. How you think, how you communicate, and how you perceive your current situation. It starts with you. Not money, okay? Not mentorship, not more books. It starts with you. It starts with you realizing that you must start to develop who you are now. That starts with your attitudes, your behaviors, your perceptions of your current experience here, okay? So listen, as you folks know, I am doing partnerships. If you want a partnership with me, if you're serious about leaving the 9-to-5 grind, you want me to teach you how to make money online, listen up. That's what I do. I make people rich. If you're looking for that, okay, in the bio, click the link here. Have a 15-minute call with me or my team. Listen, I take people under my wing, and it's hard. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. But look, listen, it's worth it. It's going to be tough. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, it's easy, man. Just come with me. It's going to be, nah. I'm going to be very honest with you right now. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. There's going to be times that you're going to want to stop, but you don't. And I'm going to be there with you. Okay? Because it's my responsibility to ensure that the next year is completely different from this year. If that's what you want, go to my bio here at Wesley $1 Million Virgin. Click the link. Fill out the form. Schedule some time with me. We'll get on the phone. We'll game plan. And I see if you and I are a great fit to work together. If not, it's cool. If it is, we're going to get busy. And my goal is to change your entire life financially. Hey, this is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin. Let's go. Motivate. Dedicate. Let's go. Later.